Good morning. Good morning. I had the best day. And by had, I mean yesterday, of course. I made a choice. The craziness, the wildness online can be so weird, and the neurospicy bits involved. They start tickling the anxiety and depression buttons and levers, and the world just becomes a volatile place. Online or not, it just becomes difficult. And I decided that I needed to decide um, to give myself something, to give myself a day. And I was talking to a friend of mine about it, and they said, you know what, carry a little notebook. Keep notes about your day. And I did. No phone, no nothing, absolutely unplugged. So, like I said, I made a choice and of joy, um, the illusion of time. I decided to bring the day here to my channel, my little baby channel, and here to my chat, here to anybody who wanted to hear, to kind of keep that day fresh and um, something I can go back to whenever I want, whenever I need. Grammy, it is so good to see you. Hello. Hi, Kazi. I am just tickled, absolutely tickled and blessed, by the way, to be able to tell y'all about my day yesterday. An absolutely unplugged, just beautiful, wonderful, super happy, terrific day. And to let you know that I celebrated, y'all. I, I celebrated the weirdness of being a single woman of a certain age, totally accountable to only my own schedule. I celebrated that was a beautiful kind of weird. Okay, it wasn't just that weird. It was beautiful weird, and I needed that. This is uh, this is one of those times in life when you look at things and the people around you, and you really think about it, and you think about all the things around you, the people. Is that bringing me happiness? Do I feel joy in that? Did it used to bring me joy? If it's by a million family obligations, catering to somebody's whims, nah. People think you need to get your butt in line to what they're doing or what have you, or you're nobody, you're nothing. And I don't agree with that. So instead of playing into all that volatility, I woke up yesterday to this glorious this glorious realization. Hey B4, how you doing? I had a beautiful day. It was glorious, and I did not need to ask a single soul how to spend my time, or what to say, or when to say it, or how to say it. I just spent my time the way I wanted to. I said everything I wanted. It was beautiful. It was one of those days where it's permission granted, no matter what I want to do. Permission granted. And I treated myself. I did. I treated myself to a wonderful offline summer day. Just here in my little town, not far from my home in any direction. Um, it was amazing. I've ignored so much of the world for quite some time, and every now and then it's probably good to, you know, I hate to use the term, it gets used so much, but touch grass. Now, I will say, here in the South, in August, well, The South has this really special way of reminding you that air conditioning is king. Okay, it the South will turn the air into this warm, sticky, thick soup bath, and stepping out the door just feels like you hit a wall. Hit you in the face, y'all. It's like the air. It's like the air is trying to drag you to the ground. How you doing, 420? So the weather can remind you. Hotter than the devil's year. Oh my Lanta. Okay. I've li- I, I've heard a lot of them. That'd be one I ain't heard. One I ain't heard. Well, I was determined yesterday, just bound and determined to make the day mine. Okay, make the day mine. I wasn't trying to please nobody. I wasn't, trying to do anything but please me. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing selfish, y'all, about giving yourself a day to give yourself that gift. There's nothing selfish about it. Do it. So I decided to go ahead and keep those notes that my friend had suggested I do, and I'm glad I did because some of my day just felt like a whirlwind of adventure. I went out around 8 in the morning. Okay, and I've got this hair serum that you can put on, kind of keeps your hair from going back crap crazy on you, or it's supposed to. Problem is, it gave up the ghost. It gave up the ghost about 9 o'clock, and I'll be honest with you, this time of year, in this particular weather, it's usually gone by the time you get the door halfway open. So I mean, I felt like I was already winning the day. Cookums, hi baby. So you remember I told you I was going to give myself a day? I did, and kept my little notes, did my little thing, and I'm just tickled to share it. I am tickled to share it. You know, and I was just saying about my hair serum keeping things in order, but when you open the door down here, it just kind of it's over. But it stayed until 9 o'clock. I mean, that was an entire hour, and that was a direct lesson from the Lord above. It was. I'm telling you, I rode that victory until the wheels fell off, y'all. I really did. That was my first victory of the day. I was gonna ride that sucker. There was no doubt about it in my mind. And now everybody that knows me knows I love my coffee. Having a little sippage this morning. Hold on. Mm, yes, please. I went down to this local coffee joint. Okay, it's down by this bike preserve. It's kind of one of those places people can hike, they can camp, they can bike, they can do all the things, have all the fun, whatever they want to do. Solo adventure, family adventure, whatever their little hearts desire. And nearby, where I stopped, had myself a little sip, there was this paved trail. And, I was asking around, I'm like, where did the trail go? Because I don't want to just walk down there to get to the dead end and walk back. That's like the least amount of fun I can think of. And turns out it goes down to this kind of open air cafe, is what they called it. And I was being told by several people that it was just all the rage, y'all. All the rage. Must have. So I mean, why not give it a shot, right? It's a day of the fangs. Why not give it a shot? So I chain up my bicycle because why wouldn't I ride it? And I walked down the trail, and it was a good long trail, y'all. Good long trail. By the time I got there, I'm telling y'all, I was sweating enough to feel like I had earned a few liquid calories, okay? Now, I ordered a nice coffee. Um, but I did get sweet and low and some sugar-free creamer because I was not trying to fart all over people on this day or all over myself. Ooh, 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 ooh. I got me this breakfast sandwich, y'all. It was just tomato and mozzarella, okay? But I'm telling you, I don't know what that sucker had on it. It was delicious. Oh my Lanta, okay? I'm sending people a heck of a review without question, without doubt. But anyway, so I got my order. I sat down. There's this wooden bench out there. Y'all, it was beautiful. It was surrounded entirely by green. Okay, it was just trees and shrubbery everywhere, and there was folks just milling around, living their best lives. You could see the little parents out getting some movement in with all those little goblins. It was so just genuinely peaceful. There goes my dog. I was watching them little ones. I know y'all can hear that pig. It is a pig toy for my dog. If I must poot, I will mute. Bailey, thank you, honey. But anyway, I just sat there on that little wooden bench. That's my dog. I just sat there. I was trying to sit completely still because these were a lot of higher end people, as it were. Okay, so I'm sitting there. I'm trying to look like this sophisticated woman of leisure. Darling, that I am not, okay? And I'm in this richy looking open air cafe. Never, I'm just sitting outside a restaurant when I go. I'm not open air cafe and whatever. But I was trying to look the part, just sit there quietly. And thank you, Bailey. Now, I don't know. Bailey, girl, with the pig, stop. I'm going to take this thing away. So, anyway, yeah, I was at the open air cafe. Okay. And it's a Southern hospitality thing, I know. And I know most folks down here, they believe in it pretty strongly. But things, you get a feeling about things just going fairly smooth. And even if you don't fit in, you fit in. Okay. The vibe of the place was perfection. It really was. Just wonderful. But, as all things will, tragedy, my dear, struck. A whole bunch of yellow jackets, y'all. They start flying around. Y'all, I think they have war plans. Okay, I am not even kidding. They was aggressive and they did not give a single shiny dime about anybody's personal space. And I mean, okay, I respect the energy. Okay, but I got my tail tore up by a mess of them demons a couple of years ago. It took me months to heal from that. I had no desire to have it happen again. Now, I know better than to flail or to swipe because they don't forgive nothing, okay? Yellow Jackets remember you, they do not forgive, and they will go get their family. So I stayed still, okay? As still as I could. My fear was strong. Y'all, the fear was strong. I will never forget the pain of just multiple, shiver thinking about it. I mean, all I could think about is like, and they're just like me. They're just trying to grab some shade and cool off. We just want our personal space. This heat is almost unbearable. And I know I wasn't anywhere near their nest. I know that because I know what it's like when you unknowingly get too close. Well, eventually they flew off somewhere else. They're going to scare some other people. Maybe they was just out having a good time. Who knows? Maybe they was just giving themselves the gift of a day. They could have been. We don't know how they think. But I did. I sat there a few minutes after them little devils decided to move on and didn't even have my phone with me. Totally unplugged, totally off my phone. I was sitting there just dodging the occasional little goblin running around, just kind of practicing the rare art of doing nothing. just just being there, being present. And it felt good, y'all. It did. I mean, I was giving myself, I don't know, I just had to give myself the gift of another thing, and that's a quote. It's a Douglas Adams quote, and I say it quite often, but I never felt it until then. Time is an illusion. Lunchtime, doubly so. And it seems like such a silly quote, but man, when you start to feel it, it means something. It was weird, but it did. It meant something to me. And I'm sitting there, and between the humidity and the feels like temperature, thank you, Kooks. Thank you. That's my Kookum right there, y'all. You can't have her. She belongs to me and Jimmy. But yeah, that feels like temperature yesterday. Woohoo! Woohoo! It was big. It was big. Mother Nature needs a Tylenol, y'all. Okay, because that sucker started climbing. It was like, this must be what hell feels like levels, okay? I need to start living life better because I cannot handle hell. Now I was only about maybe 5-10 minutes maybe away from the house. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go take myself a little short dip in the pool just real quick. I'm wearing shorts and a tank top. I can jump right on in, jump right on out, no big deal. So I did. I did. And I ran over back to my place and said hi to my dog sitter, jumped in for another quick shower because I'm telling you, if you live in the South, you know the art of 3 or 4 showers a day. You just do. And I was going to head back out. Well, there's this little place. It's an arboretum, okay? And you just kind of go down there. And so a lot of people go down there to read, to chill, to relax, and enjoy nature, whatever they want to do. And I decided I hadn't been down there. And they have these gorgeous shaded paths, okay? These places, they're almost poetic. They just are. Like, walking down them feels like it's a time past when smartphones weren't a thing. People weren't quite so icky. Situations weren't quite so disgusting and gross. People weren't, I don't know. I mean, people have always been something else, but nowadays they're just hurtful. They always have to say something mean. They don't need to. There's no reason to. They don't have a call for it. They just want to. They want people to, I don't know, see them as a martyr, the other person as evil. It just is what it is. But walking down those paths, nope. Not a single person were doing it. I caught myself, y'all. I caught myself grinning like a schoolgirl. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? It was like I was a child just walking through the woods behind my grandmother's house, just feeling those days just flood back on me. It was, y'all, it was something else. It was beautiful. And oh, so I'm walking down, and I know for a fact nobody had been down that path this morning because I walked face first, y'all, into this spider web. Okay, and I'm sitting there doing the ooh, that's icky. I'm sitting there doing that dance right there on the path. It's embarrassing. Now, I did laugh about it later. I'll laugh about it now, but nobody really saw, okay? Nobody saw, so it legally didn't happen. But ew, there's nothing like face first into a spider web. I was still having myself a good time, but oh my god, I was trying to recover whatever I had left of my dignity. Oh, it was something else. They have this bookstore, okay? It's a little air conditioned bookstore. And of course, I didn't know that was there. I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought all the independent bookstores were pretty much extinct. Okay, I felt blessed and lucky to find it. Mind me a sip of coffee just a moment. Mm, yes, please. But I feel like people have forgotten bookstores, libraries, all the things that aren't glowing from our screens these days. So I mean, yeah, I went in. Wouldn't you? Number one, it's a bookstore. Number two, it's air conditioned. Say no more. I'm going in. Say less, y'all. All I could think, like, I opened that door, hand to the Lord. All I could think was, this AC was sent by heaven. Ah, and that new book smell. Y'all know it. Y'all remember it. I know you do. It's that nothing like it smell when you open that new book. Whew. Now, I bought me a cheap little book. It's kind of tacky to go up in there and just suck up all that cool air and not buy something. So, of course, I did. You know, I had a little small talk, and it was a woman named Liz, and she was in the true crime books. Okay, that little true crime section is so cute. Well, she had heard of the Karen Reed trial. Oh, well, of course, we are going to talk about that for a few minutes, And she was gobsmacked, okay, about how outrageous it was. She knew the trial and she knew the verdict. She didn't have any idea about the extent of the misconduct or the civil cases pending. So we chatted about that, and she was just, whew, her flabbers were beyond gasted, okay? But I took my little purchase. It was time to go, okay? The day was moving on, and so was I. Now, I wasn't very far away. We have this cute town square, y'all, we do. And I wasn't very far away from it. And I always love it there. It's got this down home, old world charm. It just does. People go and they sit, have themselves a good time. So I did a little shopping, and I did buy myself a new skirt and got a water bottle accessory, nothing big, a couple of items. Um, do y'all remember? I don't know if y'all have town squares where you're from or if you're from the city or wherever, but the benches outside, all the old men would gather at and talk about fishing and stuff like that. And them fish be getting away. No, I don't think so. Well, we used to call those liars' benches outside the courthouses. Anyway, I just, I don't know. The memories come flooding back. I cannot help it. Oh, I was telling you about what I bought. Okay. So the skirt, there's this cute little boutique, and it's on the north side of the square. And I mean, there's nothing like a cute little dress shop, right? And the sundresses were so cute, but I feel like, when you get to a certain age, they're just not appropriate anymore. It's a hard pass. They had handmade jewelry from locals, like this wasn't nothing they shipped in. I ain't getting any of that. I don't wear enough of it. I have two necklaces. I rarely wear them. You have to know what book I bought? Okay. So, have you heard of an author called Piers Anthony? And he does the Xanth series. Well, I have a few of them, a few of the Xanth novels. One that I did not have, um, Look it up. It's a real book, okay? It's called The Color of Her Panties. Well, in Xanth, it's this magical land. Um, it is considered, you could see somebody in all of their birthday gear. And okay, that's where it's at. But if you see the color of their breeches, their under breeches, it is highly inappropriate. I'm not making it up. Look it up. It's by Piers Anthony. It's this huge series. It's the Xanth novels, it's a huge series. And we could get into Piers Anthony on another stream. That's one of my absolute favorite authors. He is so punny. He is absolutely punny. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. Absolutely. The series is amazing. I recommend it. I highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Okay, you absolutely do have to start with a spell for chameleon, and you do need to read the books in order because they do tell a story through the ages. Got to start with Bink. Okay, you got to start with Bink, chameleon, all that. But yeah, oh, there was this girl. She worked there. She couldn't have been no more than 19. Okay, no more. And she was trying so hard because I guess she works on commission, as most do in a boutique, right? So now, okay, I love the South, okay, and I love some of the things we say. I do. I love it as much as the next guy. She looked me square in the face and said something I swear to God I have never heard somebody say. Hey, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it sometime. She says, that shade of green is your birthright. So what? I know it, it may not sound like the funniest line in the world. To me, it was hilarious. I was like, girl, my friend, you have made a sale. This is this officially is mine now. It's mine. Thank you. The skirt coming home. Oh, what do we got there? Hellfish says, don't forget the like button. It's kind as a cat. Oh, Lord. There's folks. There's folks out in the big cities that they've all that hustle and bustle, but I'm telling you, nothing beats nothing beats just a slow, comfortable day in the South. Just that slow moving. Ain't nobody afraid to speak to each other, that friendly style. Hmm. The skirt, yeah, I'm gonna show it soon. Um, I do need to let down the bottom a bit, so she's on the singer right now, waiting for a little loving. And she's got plenty of hem in her. I can let her down some. I just feel like when you get a longer skirt, it should, go down past that little bump in your ankle. Whatever that little bone is down there in your ankle, I feel like it should be down there. Um, and so I kind of want to let that hem out a little bit. Y'all excuse me. I think I'm going to sneeze. Y'all excuse me. Oh, woo doggy. The sneezing pill. Sorry. Anywho, Bailey, honey, you couldn't have had a better day yourself. I don't want to hear it. Anywho, thank you so much. Thank you. After I went to after I went there, I went down to a bike shop and I got myself a little bottle holder. You know that little you just get a little Walmart bottle of water, you throw it in that bottle holder. I've had this bike for a couple of years and I still ain't had one. And they was on sale and I got it for like I think it was $4 and change. Now I don't know why I hadn't got one yet. I just don't rightly know. I guess I never felt like I needed one until today because I've never like ridden my bike all day long. The heat, the glare and sun. No drink with me? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I was like, oh no, 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 no. No, I don't need to carry some hydration. This is wow. I did walk around and browse some other shops and just enjoying being out about, looking at some of the handcrafting, loving that people still do it, by the way. I'm just looking, going, thank God I am not the only person that has an entire Hobby Lobby in their house that's stuffed into one room. Because, you know, I just love crafting stuff, and it's so, people make such beautiful things. And it's nice to see they're out there and other people want to spend their hard earned money to purchase it. It's a nice feeling. People just being dedicated to their art. It's beautiful. Well, while I was out, while I was out, I was just getting there, hand to God. I ran into this lady. Okay. Now, I had seen her around town several times before, a little head nod, a little wave. And she was just familiar to me. But we finally said hi to each other, just walking around. And y'all, her name was Fairfax. Fairfax. Take that in for a moment. I did. How do you get any cooler than that? How cool were her parents? This is an older woman. She was easily in her 70s. Okay, get this. I would not crap y'all. Y'all are my favorite turds. I would not crap you. This woman has been to every continent. Yes, including Antarctica. She took a cruise like thing. I guess they do that to Antarctica, and you can like get off of it and you can go, you can step foot, and there's like this whole ordeal with it. Yes. This 70-some-year-old woman named Fairfax has been to every continent on this planet, including Antarctica. Okay, I'm sorry. That is the coolest thing I ever heard in life. And this is a woman that I had only waved at and nodded to. And why? Hellfish says, I had a friend who used to work down there in the winter here because it was summer there. I have watched videos about it, Hellfish. I've never known anybody who's been there. But to meet this woman who was easily in her 70s, y'all, her name was Fairfax. I'm sorry. I find that so cool. I mean, just take a moment. Give yourself, let's give it 5 seconds. And y'all just think about it. Have you ever known anybody named Fairfax? Me either. Oh, wait. Mm. Selfish, that scares me. You're not stuck without resources. No, they stock up real good down there, I bet. There's no way they just send you down there with nothing. They even have a store, from what I know of. But anyway, the good news, the best news, I have a girls' lunch planned with Fairfax. Sure do. I can't wait. But as all things end, that did too. By the time I was on, y'all, my tummy was howling for some real food at that point. All I'd had is that tomato mozzarella sandwich before then. Oh, Hellfish has some. Hold on. I saw the documentary where the guy was in his bedroom 3 months before they could send him back on the ice. Yeah, yep. I have heard that before. I have heard about something like that. Good morning, Angel Eyes. Good morning, most talkative. But like I was saying, all I had was that tomato and mozzarella sandwich early in the morning, and now I'm hungry. So I took my little shopping bag and went over. There's kind of this weird hotel, and it doubles as a museum. Okay, so now eating alone at this stage of life, it's a superpower, y'all. Oh, hold on. Absolutely bring a recording device, especially got tales to tell, and you better believe I won't bring a device, but I'll bring a notebook. And she already knows I want stories. She already knows I want stories. Um, the staff at the hotel slash museum slash holy crap. Good morning, Sleepless. They were welcoming. They were gracious. They were southern. Now I came to find out this place is one of them farm to fork joints. You know what I'm talking about? Like one of them little hippie joints. I'm sorry, I had to drink real quick. It's one of them farm to fork joints, and that's a bonus now. Who doesn't want a little freshie on their plate? I spent a little more air conditioned time, and I felt like I wanted to do something that just pleased me greatly. Something that I really wanted to do, right? So, of course, I went over to the art museum. Anybody that knows me knows I love me some art. Mine may not be the best in the world. It may not be professional. It may not even be good. Who knows? But it's mine, and I love it, and I love other people's, and I love seeing it. And they bring out this freedom in me. You know, if I want to look at a painting for 15 minutes, and I want to sit and wonder what the folks in the painting would be doing in real life, I can. And nobody thinks anything of it. Not in the museum, they sure don't. No one telling me why I'm wrong for having the opinion that I'm having. It's art, subjective. It's like anything else in life. And I'm sitting there thinking, this is so cool. This is so cool. It's so many times when we're sitting here in our digital world, and we are just sitting here chatting with our digital friends and having our digital laughs and our digital arguments, and blah 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 blah. People get, oh, thank you, Sleepless. You are too kind. We tend to, somebody will express an opinion, could be about anything, and our first thought has become to immediately tell them why they're wrong. Not ask them why they think that, not strike up a conversation, not, hey, this is interesting. We could talk about this. We've just started telling each other we're wrong. And when I'm at the art museum and I'm staring and I have an opinion, nobody's telling me I'm wrong. It was beautiful. And I'm going to say this wrong on purpose because it's just too funny. Good morning, KY Granny. It tickles me. Okay, calm it down. Oh, okay. Woo. Calm it down, girl. Calm it down. It's just a little KY. Calm it down. Don't you ever change that name. Oh, it tickles me pink. But yeah, anyway. I do. I'll stare at those. I'll talk about the opinion that I have on the piece with people, and we'll back and forth, and it's a conversation, and it's interesting to hear other viewpoints. And nobody's saying, you're wrong, and this is why you're wrong, and I'm right, and I hate you, and you're stupid, and everything. I was like, what are you doing? It was nice. It was unplugged. Unplugged, y'all. It's beautiful. Not that I don't like it here. I love y'all. I do. I have really come to just adore so many people on the in this digital planet, but man, them unplugged conversations where people are actually back and forth in a polite, respectful, friendly manner is it's a lost art. And I feel like people need to practice it more. Oh, there's three words I love to see. I'm gonna leave that up. Oh, oh, KY is right. I'm telling. I get the giggles every time she comes in. Whew. So y'all, I was strolling around the place. I was taking it all in. I was really happy with the amount of so many younger people in there. So many younger people just, you could tell they were absorbing what they were seeing. It was beautiful, okay? So I went over to the gift shop. Y'all, no. I didn't buy nothing, okay? Oof. Oh my God. What in the world? Okay. They had like a cheap set of watercolors. Cheap. We're talking Dollar Tree cheap watercolors for like $25. I was like, y'all, there's no pigment in those. Are y'all are playing. Y'all are playing with me. So of course I didn't buy it. And our sweet little KY, she says, you're as country as a mud puddle, like me. I love it. You know what? I'll tell you, there's folks around this town, they are highfalutin. Okay, they are high society. You won't hear ne'er of an accent come out of them. Not ne'er of an accent because they're covering it. And I admit that sometimes when I'm out and I've got to do a talk with some people or do something, I'll cover mine. I can make mine go flat Midwestern, flat. And I was doing that for the longest time. Well, I haven't had the channel for the longest time, but for the longest time in the history of this, I was completely flattening everything out, completely doing Midwestern. I was thinking, oh Lord, I can't speak as myself because people consider people from the South just plain ignorant. And Hellfish and Valhalla and a lot of y'all and Kookums and all the above were just like, just be you. Just speak how you speak. Just be you. Be yourself. You don't need to. No, there's no need to cover that up. And I feel so much better and so much more comfortable speaking on here the way I actually speak than to cover it up with that flat Midwestern nothing. That it's, oh my, y'all, our bingo hall troll doll is here. Got to stick him on the end of a pencil and spin him real fast. Get the hair moving. He says, just getting here, but YouTuber is wrong about everything. Also, where's the ducks? I ain't wrong about everything. You know you was interfering with those ducks. You know you were. You better be careful. I'm gonna get me a rooster. I'm gonna get me a rooster, and his name's gonna be Cluck Norris. He's gonna come poke you right on your south end. That is what he is gonna do. See, look, KY. I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound bad. KY understands me. She said, I have my professional voice, professional phone voice, and my actual country twang. Seldom in between, yeah. Yeah. KY understands me. Okay. Oh Lord, okay. Anyway, I was still at the museum. Almost lost my train of thought. Whoop, whoop. Um, I went to this outdoor exhibit they have along this hiking trail, and they've got like sculptures and stuff out there, just real neato. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. That sun was getting fierce. Okay, it was getting fierce. It was 105 if it was anything. Okay, the weather, y'all. The weather chose violence. Okay, the weather was choosing violence. I went back inside. Okay, I did. I went back inside and I snagged me a stool at the drink bar, ordered me a cold drink, and I cracked open my book for a few minutes, just sniffing at them pages, y'all. I know I look like a fool, but if you know, you know. Okay, if you love books and you love bookstores, if you know, you know. Put your nose inside that book and breathe deep. Breathe it in. Okay, there's just something about those printed real paper pages and sipping on Coca-Cola. It just makes you feel, oh, it makes you feel detached from all the chaos of the world. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel, I don't know. There's so much going on, so much soap opera like stuff just here in our little digital area, our little corner of YouTube. There's so much. Some of it serious, some of it not, and everybody's worried. Does this person like this person? Should I speak to so and so if such and such don't like them? And the answer is yes. Okay. It doesn't matter who Joe Blow likes. If you want to talk to Henny Penny over there, go do it. This is your world, squirrel. Grab a nut and hold on. Okay? It's your world. But yeah, I can hit a rant. I was out there and I was thinking, you know what? It has been hot. I have been sweaty. And it was time to head home. Most talkative. I am not. I'm not in Texas. I'll tell you right now. Nope. I'm in the real South, dirty South. I am, however, I'm a good day's drive from y'all. But yeah, for about the next couple of weeks, we are going to be, we're going to be sweating, okay? And it was time to head home for another shower. And most talkative can definitely co-sign when I tell you take well more than one shower a day. So I went home for another shower and said hi to my dog sitter and laughed. And I made it a point not to pick up my phone. I wanted to remain unplugged, okay? And she absolutely got it. She absolutely understood. I'm dropping in, take a shower, y'all. Don't take my dog out too much. I don't want her overheating, blah, blah. She had an extra one while I was gone just from taking the dog out. I mean, come on now. This heat, y'all. Most talkative. Co-sign for me, baby. Co-sign. It is enough to sweat the balls off a pool table. Okay? It is. It's enough to sweat the balls off a pool table and have the devil sighing. It just is. I mean, it's yucky. It's yucky. But yeah, my day still wasn't over. Ma'am, the sun was still bright and light out there, And when I said full day, when I said I was going to give myself the gift of a full day, I meant it. Okay, I meant it. Liz says, I'm in Houston, humidity 90%. You shower to cool. You do. You shower just so you don't fall over. It's the truth. So it was late. I mean, it wasn't late. Okay, sun was still out. But it was getting there. Now I did something I don't normally do. Okay, because I am not highfalutin, y'all. I made a dinner reservation. I did. Now, normally, I would never spend money to go to a place like that, but I was feeling my oats. Okay, I just was. I was feeling my oats by then. The restaurant it's in this really neat kind of restored old building that the townsfolk used to gather in way, way back in the day. Now I was sitting right near the kitchen, okay, and you could see the cooks running around talking all that kitchen trash, y'all. If you want hot tea, get a table by the kitchen. Just don't tell nobody else. That is between you, me, and the honeybee, okay? Don't tell nobody else, but that table by the kitchen is the good one. Get all the tea. But the food was good. It was pretty darn good. Now I ate every last bite, okay? Had me a steamed vegetable plate, had me a nice piece of fish. Let me tell you something. I had me some banging hush puppies, y'all. Woo! I never could. I can cook, okay? I can cook, but I never could do hush puppies. Not do them good. Woo! These was good now. They was good, y'all. I ate every bite of it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Every bite. Every nibble. If it wouldn't be impolite, I'd have licked that plate like a child, okay? But I don't know. It was kind of time to begin the wrap up, as it were. Now, I decided I was gonna take me a slow walk around the square. Cause I ain't from somewhere big now. We don't have a big town square. We don't. Our town square is about the size of a postage stamp. That took me a slow walk around it, and it was a soft summer evening. Hot, yeah. It had cooled down just enough to be pleasant, at least pleasant to somebody who's used to it. Pardon me, I'm on my drink. Now, I'm sure those from an incredibly hot environment, incredibly humid environment, are going to understand exactly what I'm about to say and probably can co sign it if they've ever paid attention to it. When it cools down just enough to be bearable and pleasurable, and you're just standing, when that breeze blows, it lets you know the exact definition of soft summer night. It's when that breeze hits you and you're still in that, it ain't quite cool, but it ain't that hot moment, and the breeze feels like the softest velvet being dragged across your skin. You can feel it. It's still humid, it's still warm, but when the breeze hits you, it's like the softest material is just being pulled across your skin nonstop. It's the definition of a soft evening. And it's a feeling you just don't get just anywhere. I I don't know. It's a very special way of feeling the weather. It's kind of like the rain. You can either get wet or you can feel the rain. But the way you feel that breeze in that kind of heat is it's amazing. Our beautiful KY. Oh, that's so sweet. She says, spilling the poetry. And she recognizes that breeze. Liz knows that breeze. Look at that. And Hellfish said something almost as uncomfortable as when I say KY. Ladies, he says, it hits your sense of smell like only Summer's Eve can. I know you didn't mean it like that, baby. I know you didn't. I'm crying here. Oh, Lord, there's tears. Oh. I'm so sorry. No, it was a good sentiment. It's just us ladies were like, what? Oh, it hurts. Turtlebot. I was talking about, summer nights and stuff and hellfish. I was talking about summer nights and summer breezes. Let me find it. Okay. Summer nights, summer breezes, how beautiful that feeling is on your skin. I put his comment up on the thing there. Is it go? I love you, Hellfish. You are you bring me so much joy. You bring me joy. Y'all, you bring me joy. Oh Lord. Oh, let me wipe away the tears. Let me wipe away the tears. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, I love this feeling. This feeling we can all just laugh together and have a good time. We can send the roosters after Zach, have the roosters peck his south end. Sure we can. Oh, that's right. That's right. I was still at the square where we left off. Okay. Now there's this thing they do on our town square, okay? And they put those twinkly lights. They put those twinkly lights up in the tree. And I didn't realize it before. The whole place, it started looking like a postcard. It was still early evening, but they had turned that on, and I don't know. I guess I never really took the time to notice it before, but it's a neato little place, okay? It just is. It's neato. Zach, now you know you enjoy that, and I don't mean the roosters. Our square is such a neat little place, okay? They have so many things, such a small area. So I go, and I get myself a scoop of ice cream and park my honey down on a bench. I just wanted to people watch a little bit. Humans are kind of neat creatures, and some are in a hurry, and some are just strolling about. Y'all, there was young couples, and they were holding hands and smiling. You could tell it was just the spark of a brand new love, and some of them were pushing strollers because they already sparked that brand new love. Some of them were just pointing things out to each other. Some of them, like me, were by themselves. Some of the guys were, they were running their dumpsters on a bench not far away. So clearly waiting on their wives, like to get out of the shops. But they were talking about hunting, kids, dogs, vehicles. I couldn't help but overhear. I mean, they're right there. And I was talking about those benches earlier because all that put me in mind of these men. It's where those old men used to congregate on those liars' benches because they'd be talking about all the fish that got away. And it reminded me of those old fellas, and that just all just kind of put me in mind of it. These weren't old guys, but they put me in mind of them. They sure did. Yeah, exactly. Leave the ducks alone. But yeah, now my shirt was still damp from all the humidity. Okay, my dogs, y'all, my dogs were howling from all that walking. My hair was gross from the heat. I don't care how many showers you take. The minute you walk outside, the hair is sticking. And I was eating that melting ice cream because Lord, it was turning into ice cream soup before my very eyes. Okay, but I was surrounded. Okay, surrounded surrounded by a world that I had been ignoring. Give yourself a second to think about that. 5 seconds. Give yourself 5 seconds to think about that. Ignoring the world. Good morning, Cyber Chick. Lord knows you are so welcome. You are welcome here and loved. You are blessed and highly favored. So, what I'm about to say, it may sound weird. Bear with me. Bear with me on this next part of the day, okay? Because just bear with me. Now, I had not smiled like I had today, actually yesterday and today, because I woke up smiling about it. Y'all, since 2019, okay, and my best friend in the world had been viciously unalived. 2019 on Valentine's Day was the last time I had smiled so big. I got to thinking about her and our memories and so many happy times, so much laughter. So many times we sat together silently. We had no need for words. As most of you know, I used to be a carny, and me and her, we both worked on the same show, just different jobs, and our jobs they matched beautifully. Okay, I could get her a comped wristband, for me for her mama, and she could bring me dinner because I couldn't leave the ticket box. I'll tell you what, you'll have 50 grand in one of them ticket boxes on any given weekend night. But there was nothing she wouldn't do to protect and care for the people she loved. The woman was a force of nature and so beautiful, incredibly beautiful, and strong in mind and body. And oh, y'all, she was the funniest person to this day I have ever known. Funnier than everybody. Think of the funniest person you've ever met. She topped it. And I was thinking about her so deeply while I was sitting there in that town square. And I ain't ashamed to admit it, I felt tears. Now, don't get it wrong. It wasn't I'm not one of them. It wasn't those big old gushing tears everybody's gonna notice. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, what's wrong with old girl? No, it was those ones that kind of get in your eyes. Things kind of get a little bit blurry, them kind. Not entirely your heart breaking again, not entirely sadness. No, it was, what was it? It was more of that deep yearning, for those days, those ones that it hits you that they're never going to come again. It hits you that you can never say, I love you again. That you can never hang out again. You can never have an argument again. You can never do any of it again. And it really made me appreciate everybody. Everybody here, everybody in life, my neighbors. The appreciation just started flowing into me. And I'm like, all this arguing people are doing, and they're not appreciating what they've got in that very moment. And I hope that y'all take a minute out of your lives to just do that. And Hellfish, it's not a good day. So, like, I completely stay away from the planet on Valentine's Day because that's not a good day. And the last thing I want to hear is Happy Father's Day. And Turtlebot, my daddy died on Father's Day. And my sister passed away around Thanksgiving. Holidays are bad. They're just bad. I always kind of, wonder, is Christmas my last? Because holidays just are no good for those around me. So, but yeah, I decided in that moment. And it was such a fleeting moment, y'all. I mean, it seems like it would have lasted forever, but it was so fleeting. It was clearly time to go home, not because of the thought flood. Nope, not because of that, but I just wanted to be with my dog. Oh, Hellfish. It does, don't it? It does, don't it? Since you two are about, y'all sound like kindred spirits. It does. It does. Yeah, in that moment at the square, I just wanted to be with my dog. I really did. My dog is like my friend. That was the best friend I've ever had that I never knew I needed. Granny, I was a terrible daddy's girl. I really was. Y'all gonna get me to appreciating more. Now, I went and got my bike. You can't park it like right there on the square. You have to park it just off the square. I went and got it, and it weren't no more. It weren't no more than a 5-minute ride through the park, y'all. I mean, like, nothing around here is far away. Okay, nothing. So I unlocked my front door, and whew, my dog sitter had that air conditioning on. Yes, please. Okay. It blasted me right in the face. I dropped my stuff on the floor, said hi to my dog. And my dog was spinning like a wild woman, which she doesn't always do because she's lazy. She was just spinning around, all cute, happy to see me. And I chatted with the dog sitter for a few minutes. I was just kind of getting that daily report. Send a cash app through to her, let her know, I was just real grateful. Oh my goodness. See, just more reason to be grateful for what we have, y'all. We have so much reason to be grateful for the things that we have in our life, people and critter. Okay. And y'all, that little girl is an absolute saint for keeping my baby company. So just so I could go play for a day, really? Just so I could go play. I mean, I think everybody should take that moment out and acknowledge how important it is to be grateful for people and the things that they do for us. Because like I said earlier, time is an illusion. But even that illusion is still fleeting. It's still fleeting. It's still something that just zooms. It just zooms right past us, I mean, the very second that door closed, like, the self-care, man, it got real, y'all. And I'm sure that Y'all in here, you can understand it. I kicked them shoes off and put on them softest jammies and got me a big old glass of ice water. The Lord in heaven knew I needed it. And I'm pretty sure y'all are going to be able to kind of, hit on with this one too. You ever had one of those Christmas candles? One of those candles, somebody gives you a candle for Christmas and you're just saving it. You're saving it for just the right moment. And I had got one at Christmas time. It was a lemon, which is just my favorite scent. Yep, Zach, Doug Adams. I mentioned him earlier. And Piers Anthony. You missed out on the literature portion of the happy hour. But I lit that candle that I'd been saving since Christmas, and I crashed onto that couch, y'all. Don't think a dog did not claim that spot right there next to me. Okay, she wouldn't let me get away. I was petting that belly. Okay, I was petting that belly, and that was gonna be it. I mean, she is all kinds of it. Turtlebot says my pup and kiddo saved my life. I have no doubt in my mind about that. No doubt. And Hellfish says, doggos are so good, you can be in a grunt toward them. In a minute, they just loving you till you change the tune. It's true. It's true. I could tell my dog, go to your room. She will go in the room. She will stand there for a minute, walk back out and go, was that good? Do I get a treato? Oh, yes, you do. You get 4 treats. But yeah, I spent the rest of my night almost entirely unplugged from the world. I had a message come in. I answered it. It was the only message I answered anywhere, anyhow, from anyone, and put the phone back down, kind of thing. Only answered one. I wanted to stay unplugged. I sat with the dog, and y'all, anybody of a certain age is going to understand when I say I binge watched some of the old episodes of the Waltons. I have the DVDs. I love the Waltons. They're so wholesome, and I just wanted to see some wholesome, And I cut up this gorgeous white peach. Now, yellow peaches I use for pies and cobblers. White peaches are for just nummy numbing. And I did give the dog a bite, okay? Every now and then I'd look down and she was nuzzled, okay? She was just nuzzled. And I'd look around and just smile. I didn't have nothing to do, y'all, nothing to do. No cooking, no cleaning. I wasn't catering to nobody's whims. I wasn't sitting online wondering, well, if I'm in this particular chat on this particular channel or talking to this particular person, am I going to offend this other one? Or is nobody going to be my friend because of this? Or are people going to be mad at me because I don't like so-and-so? Or so-and-so doesn't like me, so they have to be mad. Or, blech. It's like, yuck. And the more I sat there thinking about it, the more I was like, that's icky. Ew. Yucky. So, I decided, I don't know, I'm not even worried about it. If folk want to be mad, they don't want to talk to me because I talk to somebody else, or they want to be mad at me because I don't talk to somebody, or, I trust somebody they don't, or I don't trust somebody they do. It's all weird. This isn't junior high school, okay? We are all grown folk. Let's try and act like it. These are all things going through my mind, and I mean, things are going to go through your mind like that. You can't stop thinking about it. But, but I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful for my friends, for the people that I talk to on here, the people that I don't talk to on here, those I trust, those I don't trust. The channels I like, the channels I don't like. I'm grateful for all of it. I'm grateful they're there. We need that mix. We need that mix of people. I'm grateful for the peaceful, all these peaceful things in my life, and all the people and the things, the good and the bad. It's things that have made me who I am. It's things that have made you who you are, and the next guy who they are. And some things are hurtful, so the person becomes hurtful, and some things are great. It's just people are who they are. There's a lady, y'all. There's a lady that I recently started watching. I've only seen like 2 or 3 of her streams. Okay. That's how recently. And she had a stream entitled, Every Version of You Was Necessary. What? She's right. Oh, so sweet. Oh my God. Turbot, I am grateful for you. I am grateful for Hellfish. I'm grateful for, oh God, this is going to come out so bad. I'm grateful for KY. Stop it. So sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, things tickle me. I can't help it, y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm getting tickled. Lord have mercy. Mm. Anyway, this lady, I very recently started watching. I went in the very first time I watched her. I've only watched 3 now, 3. The very first time I watched her, I said, "Hey, it's my first time here. How y'all doing?" Oh my God, y'all. There was not a single bit of drama. There was no hate. There was no weirdness, nothing sticky. It was just a chat having a great time and a host having a great time, giving them a great time. And it got me to thinking, wow, this is amazing. This is this is beautiful right here. And yeah, she talked about, there's folks out there that don't like her. Of course they don't. They don't like positivity. They don't like somebody that just wants to be peaceful. And they don't like her boyfriend or husband. I'm not sure if she's married to him or whatever. And she's just like, it doesn't matter. You don't have to. And I was like, listen to her. Listen to her. She's so great. She says, YouTuber, I love your laugh. It warms my heart to make others laugh genuinely. You are amazing. And Cyber Chick, yes. Now, her name is, oh my goodness. Her name is Reese. But it has something in front of it. I can't remember. God darn it. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. And forgive any dead air. Just remember, I'm new here and dead air is going to happen. But I want to look her up for y'all. So I can tell you who it is. I just don't know if it's going to let me look it up like this. Oh, no. Let me see. Is it done like that? No. Oh, shoot fire and save matches. It's got to be here. Let me look up all. Hold on. It's called Relatable Reese. Reese. And it's just all one word, at Relatable Reese. I don't know if a link can be dropped for that or not. I don't know how to drop the link. And I don't know if you can without her being here. But her name is Relatable Reese. And she really is. And She's relatable and kind, like much in the same way as like Miss Habibable, you know, like Cyber Chick. You know what I mean? Like, I need you, Cyber Chick. I need you so bad. Oh Lord, do I need help? I'm trying so hard. You know, it's just I'm just all kinds of bleh. Now y'all please, if you go in to see Relatable Reese, just let her know I sent you because I asked her permission. I'm not sure if anybody's ever done that. I asked her permission if it was okay if I invited people there. But she's on point with stuff, you know, and yeah, she talks about, there's people out there that don't like her or whatever, but she's very relatable. She just is. And her chat is so kind. They are so welcoming. They are friendly. They're not fighting amongst themselves. They're not arguing. Nobody's telling each other how wrong they are. And it's just nobody's trolling. And Zach, you'd be nice if you go over there. Nobody's trolling. It's just, ah, boy, is it cool. But anyway, she did that. She did every version of You As Necessary, and it really made me think. It did. It really made me think. Granny says, I love the true community in this little part of the tubes. All are so eager to help one another, and they truly want success for each other. Ain't it? It is so true. And somebody had commented not long ago, somewhere, I can't remember what stream it was on, forgive me. Like, I've got, whatever brain. But it was, oh, these people don't want to see this person succeed or whatever. No, that's not true. That's not true at all. Like, people want to see, say, Machado. People want to see her succeed. They just want her to be a nice person. They don't want to see her fail. They just want her to be nice. Like me, there's people out there, I want to see them succeed. I want to see them, heck, I want to see them become famous. I also want them to be a little less icky, you know? Like like a J somebody. I'm sure you know. I'm sure you know exactly what I mean. I don't feel good about saying that name. I just don't. But you know what I mean. I would love to see that little girl succeed. I would love to see her go somewhere with everything she's doing. I would also love for her to not be so dirty about it, if that makes sense. You know, every version is necessary, just like with the meanness. This version of Jay don't want to finish the name is absolutely necessary for her to blossom into the flower that she's eventually going to become. And I have to keep that in mind. That way I don't believe that the devil's going to win. Okay? Because everything that we live through, everything that we live through leads us to the point where we are. It leads me to where I'm telling y'all about a day in my life that I never thought I would be telling anybody about, that I never thought I would give myself. It's an A+ in my grade book, okay? And I mean, and y'all are too. And okay, well, I always forget to check this. Oh, good Lord. Zach, Granny says you better watch out for that lightning strike. Better look out. Okay, look out for it. I mean, so, and I'm gonna ask God, did anybody else have just one thing? I mean, did anybody else have just that one special thing yesterday, this morning? that you just sat and thought about for a little bit, that you was, or that person or whatever, that you are just so very grateful for? I mean, look what Hellfish says. This is meaningful, y'all. I would not trade the abuse, abandonment, war, trauma, and addiction for anything, because it gave me my wife and daughter. Look at that. Just look at that. That is gratefulness. That is somebody that is grateful for his family, for his love, for his life. That is someone who is grateful to be here with them, that's grateful to be here with us. Y'all, that's grateful to be here with himself. That's a beautiful sentiment. It is. And here we go. Granny's joined in there. Even the pure hell we go through shapes us and gives us more when we recognize those blessings. And Lord above knows we do get our blessings, don't we? Y'all, we get our blessings. Even in the darkest of times, when my friend was taken away, I didn't know what to do. Okay, I was in a town I didn't know. I was somewhere I didn't want to be in that moment. I was everywhere I didn't want to be in that moment, including on planet Earth. Okay, we'll just put that out there very plainly. And I was served a blessing the very next day. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to turn. I just went out walking, crying, shaking. And right in front of my very face was this counseling center or whatever it was. And I was like, well, I don't have money for this, but I'm going to try it out. I went in, and do you know, one of their therapists or whatever they are was standing at the desk, and I went in, I could barely speak. And I guess he was on his lunch hour or whatever. And do you know, the man used his lunch hour to sit and calm me and at least hand me a tool that I could use to make it through the day. That was a blessing, you know. And look at Liz here. Look at Liz here. Grateful every day that my husband takes care of me when I feel like a burden. He says, cut it out. He seriously keeps me alive. Look at that. Just look at it. This is gratefulness right here. Look at Hellfish telling us, take the time you need to be the creator and author of your journey. Look at it. I mean, this is amazing. Look at Granny. Look at Granny here, y'all. Look at this. Hellfish, we're so grateful for you, and you're here. And I did do the Joey cut it out. Certainly did. And I'm so glad you understood it. Look at us here. Look at all of it. Everybody's just so grateful. I mean, look at this dinky, tiny, insignificant speck of dust channel. Okay? I mean, it's nothing out there. I don't, I don't have this, I don't have this BLT style studio. I don't have 20 grand spend. Shut up. I don't have that. Like I'm just sitting here trying, kind of muddling my way through it. I'm gonna beg and plead with Cyber Chick and Pretty Kooky Jamie James. to tutor me. Um, oh Lord, look, taking us to our fields. We all should be taken to fields every once in a while. We should. I mean, we get made fun of on here for being inside our feelings, for getting our feelings hurt by something. And our feelings could be legitimately hurt. And instead of somebody coming and say, "Hey, if something hurts you, let's talk about it," um, they just go after you. You know that something I said hurt you, or something I did hurt you inadvertently. It wasn't even meant to hurt you. It wasn't meant like I wasn't even thinking anything about you when it happened. Like, what in the world? You know what I mean? Like, how did it hurt your feelings when it had nothing to do with you? It doesn't matter. It's the fact that it did, and just let me feel what I feel. I ain't angry, ain't mad at nobody, kind of thing. But if you get your fifis hurt, people make fun of you. And that's not okay. It's just, people should be allowed to feel what they feel, to think what they think, and you don't have to agree with it. As long as it ain't hurting somebody else, just respect it and be grateful that that other person is there. It's a balance. There's the yin and the yang. There's the balance between good and evil. Have y'all ever seen the movie The Stand? It's Stephen King, of course, and I'm talking the old thing, not this new garbage they put out. We're talking with Molly Ringwald and Rob Lowe, and like all them. Um, it's that balance of good and evil, and good does always win. I believe in my heart. I want to believe that. Um, doesn't have to be true to be what I believe, I guess. I mean, I just feel like good always wins in the end. That the truth comes to light. The sunlight is the best disinfectant, all the things, all the cliches. But it's a balance between good and bad, between the grateful, beautiful, heartfelt feelings and those moments when your feelings are hurt. Those times of deep love and care and joy, and those times of soul crushing heartache. I think it's a balance. I think we need it all, and I don't think anybody should be made fun of for saying, "I love you," or "that hurt me," or "that brings me joy," or any of it. People need to learn the art of humanity. You need to learn the art of humanity again. It's important, y'all. It is. It's important to me, at least. Look at Zach. Look at Zach. He said, "I have a great relationship with my kids. My oldest two boys are 22 and 21. Oh, you all fart. And now like adult friends." Look at Zach. Y'all. Look at Zach. Look at him for a minute. He's not even trolling us. He's here. He's here in it. Don't tell on him. We're not going to tell on you, Shug. We're not going to tell on you, Sugar Booger. We're not. shouldn't say sugar booger because people have been out talking about this booger sugar. We're not going to tell on you, Sugarfoot. Oh my goodness, look at him. He's so sweet. Oh Lord. I'm going to call the roosters off of him in a minute. Get my little drink of coffee. Mm. What is that noise, Bailey? Sorry, my dog doing something. I don't know. You know what? There's another channel I want to tell you guys about. I'm not sure if you'd be too very interested. Then again, you might because it is fun. It is funny. Um, you learn, you laugh, you love, you discover so many more people through it. Um, I want to tell you about it, and I'm sure Hellfish will know how to link them or find them or whatever. It's a channel called Flat Tire Farm. Okay. Now, Flat Tire Farm is named that because for some reason, every piece of equipment, vehicle, and everything else, every time they need it, for some reason, it's got a flat tire. It happened on their last property. It's on this property. It just, that's their thing. And Flat Tire Farm is in Alaska. And these are off-grid homesteaders in Alaska. It's Mr. Reese, Miss Cheryl. Miss Crystal. I'm sorry, I was thinking of somebody else. And Miss Crystal. They are hilarious. And they have the naughtiest goats, okay? Now, he is a veteran. And also, he's out of the military as a veteran. And he does contracting work and, of course, homesteading. So he works 24 hours a day. And she makes different stuff for their farmers market up there, blueberry bourbon jams, goat's milk soap, all the things, all the stuff and things. And they have this homestead they built from the ground up. They'll build stuff out of pallets. They do all the work with their own two hands. They just got running water, I believe, this year. They just drilled a well. But if you like naughty animals, crazy goats, clingy livestock, guardian dogs, ducks, geese, like all the things, all the stuff and things, people that have the strength and the fortitude to live off grid in that environment, grow their own food in a terribly short growing season, and they laugh at themselves when something fails and falls apart and they've messed it up and the snow has crushed it, something's ruined it. They find laughter in it. They have this beautiful relationship. It's Nina, it's amazing. Okay. It is. I encourage everybody to subscribe to Flat Tire Farm and just take it in. Just take it in and enjoy it. It's amazing. And they're friends with some other YouTubers up there who do the same thing, except they have 7 kids. And they're called Homesteady. Flat Tire Farm is funnier and more polished. Homesteady is really good. They are polished, but they're very new. So Flat Tire Farm helps them out a lot. They got actually Homesteady got their goats from Flat Tire Farm. It's all intermingled. But I mean, give it a go. If you've just had enough for the day, if you've been like, woo, there's a lot of drama and fighting going on today. What on this planet? Like the good Lord release me from this, please. Go watch some Flat Tire Farm. I'm telling you, you will be grinning ear to ear, grinning sea to shining sea. You will be happy, asshole to appetite, y'all. I am telling you now. They're just great. And And you know what? If you did sub, any one of y'all go sub, please do. Because Miss Crystal, she's always so busy. They work together. They're always so busy. Not only do they do their job, but they homestead in Alaska. It's hard work. And all Mr. Reese wants is some cookies. That's all he wants. And he's always begging Miss Crystal to bake them, and she doesn't do it very often. So, if you're subbed, just go into one of them comments. In fact, every time you watch one of their videos, just put in there, Miss Crystal, make Mr. Reese some cookies. Bake a man some cookies. It's a running joke on that channel, I promise you. It is. It's a running joke on that channel. It's so funny. He's always wanting her to bake cookies, and she's always like, maybe. Their garden, their food store failed this year. It failed because it was brutally cold, but they didn't get the amount of snow they normally do, which insulates the earth, which in turn makes it to where the ground thaws out in time to plant the crops. But that didn't happen this year. So their crops failed. Just seeing them out there laughing about it. They would find the dinkiest, tiniest, itty bittiest, barely a start to a cabbage, and they'd be like, they put a handful of like little bitty tomatoes on the table, and they were like, and behold our bounty, like they're just grateful for each other. They're grateful for what they have. They're just good, clean, wholesome fun. And they don't even really curse on there. When Mr. Reese is gonna curse, Miss Crystal will like cut the camera or something, or he'll bang on something, he'll go, ooh, them are working words. And he'll say, sometimes I gotta use working words. Sometimes it helps. Anyway, I can't toot their horn quite enough. Like they bring me joy, y'all. They do. They bring my heart joy. I love it. It's like, have y'all watched Mo in the Deep? She's here within this little community here. You know how Mo just brings you joy? She's covering a horrible, terrible case. It's a heartbreaking case, and she's covering it. But something about her brings you joy. Whether it's the big bows she's been putting in her hair, her crafting, her way with words, the way she is able to craft what she is saying into something that touches you. That's the feeling you get. That's the feeling you get with Flat Tire Farm. Yes, the crop failed. It sure did. But they also canned enough last year. They've got winter stores. They're okay. But they do. They give you that same fuzzy feeling that Mo does. Or the way Megan Fox writer makes you feel when she's speaking, or that fuzzy feeling that you get on Friday Night Live when you're watching the expert just have himself a beautiful day, and he's just laughing, and he's just so grateful. And he's so grateful for the white rabbit, his beautiful wife. And you can see it in his eyes, you can see it in his smile, you can hear it in his voice. He is genuinely grateful for that. And Miss Habibable, I brought you up earlier. All good things, all good things. Or like Valhalla, being grateful to be able to help people. And it's just different things. But Flat Tire Farm gives you that feeling of how grateful they are to be in the place that they are, and how much they laugh at each other. And they've got a running joke on the show too, that if anything happens, if they drop something, like if they drop something, take that screwdriver, or Or like Miss Crystal might get like hit with a board or something. Take that, wife. Like it's always take that something. It's just keep y'all visit Flat Tire Farm. You won't be sad. It's so cool. Anyway, I better get off here for now because I really think I'm gonna treat myself to a little bit. I'm gonna treat myself to a little Flat Tire Farm. Like I said, nobody makes me laugh. Nobody makes me laugh like that. I mean, those naughty goats, everything. The only thing I think that could make me laugh harder is maybe seeing Zach get pecked on the south end by a rooster. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with something special that's just for y'all. And I hope everybody has a beautiful, blessed, wonderful day. And visit them. They're going to make you feel real good about themselves. Here you go.
The screen is glowing, the chat is moving fast. We built a little world, made the good times last. You are all legends. You chose to spend your time with me, and sharing all these laughs is the best part of my week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. You turn a quiet room into a stadium of cheer. I appreciate the hype, the raids, and every single view. This stream is nothing special if it isn't filled with you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. But the screen is getting warm, and the midnight oil is burned. We leveled up the hype, and every victory was earned. Now it is time to close the tabs and finally power down. Step away from the desktop, take a walk around the town. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. You turn a quiet room into a stadium of cheer. I appreciate the hype, the raids, and every single view. This stream is nothing special if it isn't filled with you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. So go outside and log offline. Let your eyes take a rest. Go touch some grass, breathe the air, do what you do best. The sunlight is waiting, the real world is calling your name. We will be right back tomorrow for another round of the game. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. You turn a quiet room into a stadium of cheer. I appreciate the hype, the raids, and every single view. This stream is nothing special if it isn't filled with you. Thank you for watching.